All right, we are jumping straight into part 2, and it is going to be makeup and hair care. I'm going to show you some of the things that I love. I went into great detail on the skincare side, and I'm going to try and do some really good things for you guys over here. I'm not going to show you like every eyeshadow, everything. I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm using that I'm really enjoying. But I'm pretty chill when it comes to makeup. Like, I don't go too crazy, but I have some really good options for high-end, low-end, things to get started with. I didn't grab like all my brushes and that, but I will go ahead and link them all down below on my LTK. And you can always follow me over there. If you don't follow me, just search Alexa Life Genie and I will pop up. And that's something that you can follow me on because I post on there almost every single day for my outfits, for things that I'm shopping for, groceries, you name it. Like, I try and put as much as I can up there because I know you guys love all the things. But let's go ahead and get started first with hair care. Okay, so if you guys have followed me even for a little bit, you guys know that I love Kenra Platinum and the gold Kenra Platinum. I love these. Okay, for some reason I only saved the smaller one. I think because my basket was starting to get really full and I'm like, okay, travel size only. But first, this blow dry spray is amazing. It's a great heat protectant. It smells like all of these products smell so good. Like, oh, like Candyland. Like, it's just amazing. They're really, really good. So this is a great heat protectant blow dry spray. It helps, you know, take a little bit of that moisture out without being drying at all. And it's supposed to cut down on your blow dry time. I don't know if I ever believe that with any of those products, but I would highly recommend these. All of my hair care products, I would definitely recommend. And then this one is the silkening gloss. So what I do, I use this every single day. I do like 3 to 4 pumps, and my hair is pretty long and thick. And what I do is I emulsify it through my hair when it's wet. And then I kind of bring it from like my ears down, right? And then I kind of just brush it through. And yes, you guys, the lighting is still really bad. And then in my mohawk, right through here gets really dry. I think because that's where the blow dryer hits it the most. So I'll just kind of, with like the remnants that's left, I'll just kind of like brush it through. And then for the blow dry mist, I take it and I just kind of go through here. Same kind of thing. You guys got a little demonstration for today. And then this one I use quite a bit as well. And I also have this in my pool bag. It's the Luxe One leave-in conditioner. It's a next level leave-in conditioner, okay? It is a little on the thicker side, so I would recommend this. I don't think Kenra Platinum would recommend this. I add a little bit of water. Like, if it starts getting like too thick, I add just like a little bit of water and then I shake it up every time before I use it, and it's wonderful. Like, I'm not talking like half a bottle's worth, but just a little bit to, I don't know, like to soften it up a little bit more. Cause like I said, it's a little thicker of a product, and I spray it in my hands, emulsify, and then again, rub through, and it's wonderful. It's next level. Like, if you're having any kind of like dry, damaged hair, anything like that, my hair's not pretty damaged, but I use this as like a strengthener and just to keep it healthy and everything, keep it going. This is my favorite. And then a long time ago, someone was asking about the Besties. I never can say these right. It's the dry shampoo. Okay, so I started off with the volumizing. Well, I started off with some of the other ones and I didn't really care for the scent. And then I tried the volumizing, and then it's next level. But I always had to do it before bed, which is the trick with dry shampoo. Do it before bed when your hair is clean. So if you want it to last like an extra day or so, do it when your hair is clean, so then it's like a catcher, like ready to catch like all like the oils and, you know, grease and stuff like that, all that stuff that gets in our hair in a day or two. Do it when it's clean. And then also it gives you good like volume and grit without it being too much. And then it is going to leave your hair white. I always think I look like a little old lady when I do it. But then by the time you wake up in the morning, it's like gone. So that's what's really great. I only do it on my roots, and then I kind of just like scrub it in. But then I tried this dark one, and I'm not gonna lie, my hair is very dark now. But even when it was just a little bit lighter, I still really like this. The only thing is if I am a broad sprayer, so sometimes I would spray it down here, and it just gave myself like an extra little shadowing on my forehead. It didn't like stain it or do anything like that, but I don't know, I only caught it like a couple times, and I'm just like, oh, it's a little much. And then also when I'm like kind of scrubbing it into my hair, and that if I'm doing it, like I now kind of do it like in the morning, I wash my hair every day, so I just use it more for like the volume and like the texture and the grit to not make it look like such flat, flaky hair. I really like it, but what I do is I kind of do it like through here, and then kind of my parts, and then a little bit in the back, and I just rub it in. And I will say, like, it does leave a little residue, and you'll see it a little dark. I just wash my hands, and it's gone. As soon as it dries, it just takes like a few seconds to dry, and it's fine. So, is that annoying? Yeah, but at the same time, I don't have white hair, and my hair is really dark, and this is very white. So it's kind of like a take it or leave it type thing. And then for hairspray, I've used this forever. I think they've now discontinued it, which I'm going to be really sad at. So you're going to have to follow me on Instagram to find out what I'm starting to like now. There's a couple ones that I'm going to try. My first ones I'm trying is going to be, of course, Kenra Platinum. But this Bedhead Hardhead, you can still find it. It's not hard to find. You can. But it's getting a little bit more difficult. Check out like your TJ Maxx and that too. A lot of places I've seen like that have still had it. But yeah, it's the Bedhead Hardhead, and it's the silver can. It's so good. Like, I don't know. It's just like more of a firm hold, but it doesn't make my hair crunchy at all. You can see, like, I'm wearing it today, and my hair moves and everything just fine. But if you needed it, like my mom has like short, like cute hair, and she gets the volume and everything, and this is like her life. So I have long, sleekier hair. She's got shorter, a little funkier hair. And they work great for both of us. But yeah, I've literally used this for probably over like 15 years. And it's like my favorite. But it's getting hard to find. So I'll have to keep you guys posted over there and see what else I'm liking. Okay, primers. I go back and forth between primers. I have ones that I really like and then ones that I'm like, eh. Okay, so let's start with the eh. There's two different ones by NARS that it's like the Pour and the Shine, and then one's for moisture. The moisture one I have in my drawer, and I forgot to grab. I thought I was going to grab it, but I must have forgot. They're okay. This one, I smell alcohol in there. So if you're very oily, it's great because it reduces the oil in that, but it's not my favorite as much. I really like this one. It's the Radiance one. Everyone would tell me almost on a daily basis that I would wear this. They would say, oh my God, your skin's so glowy. Like, it's so good. Who is that? This one is, I literally just talked about this in last week's video, the one I just filmed, about my skincare. I don't know what it is with Tatcha in their packaging. They have beautiful packaging. Their quality is next level. However, I drop things because I'm clumsy and they break like all the time. So every time I have this in the serum and then this silk canvas, which is amazing. I probably would say, I don't know, it's hard. I kind of like this. I think this is going to be a better one, and the one I'm going to pick because of the price point and that glowiness, especially like come summer, we're going back to this. But this was like all in all like really nice. Like I will say like it did well with like my makeups and everything. Like I never really had a problem. This I really liked. I do feel like that the key with a primer is letting it dry. I mean, that is really key too. I did try the e.l.f. ones. I know you guys talked about that. I still have them. Did I bring those out? No, I didn't bring them out. The little putty one, there's like a Radiance one and it's like yellow. And then there's the Pore Minimizer one. I tried them like 4 times and I felt like it made my makeup cakey. So I need to dry it on a day again to where I can like really let it dry for like 15, 20 minutes and see. I usually say like 5 minutes max, but like, I don't know, it was like a mudslide. So like I felt like it was like making my makeup like slide. I don't know. Like I tried too many times and I was wearing. I love e.l.f. We're gonna talk about some e.l.f. But yeah, those are not my favorite. Okay, liquid foundation. I'm gonna talk low end and then we'll work up to not high end, but like a little bit more expensive. So these are by Neutrogena. I've used these forever. These are great dupes to the Clinique one, which the Clinique one I will link down below too. I have not bought that in a long time, but it's exactly the same. It's very good. These are great price points, and I sometimes will mix. That's why I have such a light one and then such a dark one, because sometimes I'll bring it through here. If I'm trying to brighten up an area, I'll take my sponge. Let's talk about this sponge a second. I should have cleaned it. You guys, I did not prepare for this at all. I'm getting ready for vacation, so I feel like I'm all over the place. This one I got off Amazon, and it's huge, and I love it. So we'll talk about that in a sec, but I used it for this. So I would take it in like through here, like places that I need to brighten up because again, I have such dark circles. And then I would like turn it over to like this side and see it's a little darker. And then I would kind of get in all the areas. And then this one, we'll talk about this part, which is great to do like through here and blending and everything. But I actually use this for my pressed powders. We'll talk about that in a second. But as far as these, I really liked them. And it's the Hydro Boost. I never felt like my skin dried out. I didn't mind the scent. I don't feel like it had a ton of alcohol. It was really, really good. And I feel like it lasted very well. It was more of a medium to light coverage though. So little note for that. It's buildable, but I didn't like it for building. I don't know. It felt a little cakey then for building. So I think that's where the Clinique one is a little bit better, which like I said, I'll link that one down below. But for medium to light coverage, these are amazing options and great price points. And then everyone is asking about it. I've been using this now quite a bit. I'm using it today. And it's by the Makeup by Mario. Okay, first of all, it has a tiny, you're not gonna see this, but it has like tiny little, almost like glitteriness, like inside. It does not come off that way. But it is very nice, like very, very nice. So I will say I have been using my sponge again for those areas. And then this, I am getting way too light under here. So I need to get, I think it's the seasons and everything and being out in the sun and that we came back from my vacation and I've kind of kept my tan a little bit more. And so now this one's too light. But this is by the Tarte Under Eye Concealer, the Shape Tape. Wonderful, wonderful. But again, if you go too light, you can see like, it's just a little too light today. So I would recommend, having maybe a couple different shades in these and then as, sun and shade, but we're in Texas. Like if I was still up in Minnesota, like I'd probably last this these last a long time, but I would probably stay this color a lot longer, but was traveling so much. And then, we just had it to where like I was in like a parka. Because it was so wet and cold and rainy, you're just freezing because you're wet, cold, and it gets in your bones. And then now today, like I'm in flip-flops, like that's Texas. But what I like about this is I can go ahead and conceal it really nice. And I have extremely dark eyes, like dark circles under my eyes. And a lot of it is from painting and it covers it up, like very, very good coverage. This I like too. The thing is it's tricky with primers is that again, it can be like that mudslide effect. It can leave it cakey in areas. So I normally like to use my Kiehl's moisturizer, but that leaves me very moistured and glowed up and everything. And that's a little bit too much. So I have to use more of a softer foundation or a softer moisturizer before, and then same with a primer. And I have better luck. I do this with a brush. I'll link my brush down below. I'm in shade at 5N. I really like it, and one pump is enough. So that is one thing I'm like, why is this white? But I get it now because it's not gonna really get on your fingers or anything. It's not gonna get all dirtied up because it's a pump and I put it right on my brush and then I go here and then brush it all in. I do really like it. Okay, pressed powders. I like pressed powders. And like I said, I do like a sponge. I've used the pads that come with it and I've used a brush. I've tried all different options. I think I like this the best, or a sponge the best. And I am going to compare these two. I have been using the Sephora brand pressed powder and for a very long time. I tried the Airbrush Flawless Finish by Charlotte Tilbury. I used it all. I thought it was very nice. The packaging in that was really nice. And I was too. There was like 3 or 4 different colors. There wasn't that many like in Nordstrom. So I was a little surprised by that, but it was really fine. I think this is better. And this was a lot cheaper. So this is the Sephora brand. I think it lasts a long time. You have to be careful with them because you get more and this you don't get as much. So this is going to be more prone to break if you drop it, which of course I drop things, but I just use a sponge. So I just put it in there, and then it also comes with a sponge. I've used these too and I love them. I don't know. I kind of struggle getting out of this because this does me so good. This does everything I need. And I would say it's medium coverage. I really like it. This, I feel it was more of like a medium to light coverage. I don't know. I just didn't think this was worth it at all. Like I kept trying and it wasn't working. I was excited to go back to this. This is what I've been using lately and I've been happy with it. I also have been trying the MAC pressed powder. This has been really good. This has been my travel one though, when I like am going on vacations and that I'm out in the sun a little bit more. So I need to get a lighter one to try it. This is more medium to full coverage, I would say, closer to medium than full, but it still covers more than like the Sephora brand. I do really like it. It did not come, it did come with a sponge. I did not like the sponge nearly as much, so I was excited to get another one to try it with. That's how I actually started with this, because the sponge was a little drier than the Sephora one. The Sephora ones are very soft, but it wasn't like my favorite. And then I've been trying the Morphe, the translucent setting powder. It's okay. I felt like this made it then really light. So I have it. I sometimes use it. I don't think I'll buy it again, but I have a lot left. And then also, since we were talking about sponges, I found this silicone sponge. It reminds me of a breast implant. No joke, that's what it reminds me of. No thanks. I mean, I'm glad it was only like $10, but still that could have been a Starbucks, and I think I would have rather had the Starbucks than have this, because it's, I don't know, like I don't feel like it really did anything, because it just kind of like, it moved everything around, but it didn't like, I don't know, this felt nice and cool and stuff like that, but it also felt a little weird. I don't know, I just don't feel like it like ended up blending in, where like this just kind of like melts everything together. I don't know. Toss it. And then for bronzers and blushes, this was just in the wrong spot. I got these little containers. I have like drawers, like a bunch of drawers in my my vanity in my bathroom. And so I have these, and they have little grippers so they don't slide. They were super inexpensive. I got it from Amazon. I'll link them down below. But I kind of have them like my powders, my bronzers, and my blushes. And then I have like my eyeshadow in them. I don't know. I really like them. They were super inexpensive. But for bronzers, I have two different ones. I have the lighter one and the darker one. The lighter one is really pretty. It's the shade Balatra Matte. No, I'm not saying that right. I'm dyslexic, so sometimes words that don't make sense are really hard for me. And then Casino was the other one. This is more of my summer one, my winter one. And you can see the Casino one, I just dropped it as I was grabbing it, so it's a little broken, but it's definitely darker. But the lighter one I really like for winter, because I just am lighter. And then for blushes, I like this one from Sephora, and it is in the shade number 5, Sweet on You. This is a great one for summer. I really like it. And then this one, it's kind of in between summer and winter, so that's why I've been trying to use it. And it's got a little metallic in there, and this is by NARS. And this one is called Orgasm. And then this one is called Dolce Vita, and this is like my go-to winter one. So those, I don't keep a lot of makeup because I'm not crazy with makeup. This is just kind of what I do every day. And then for eyeshadows, this has just been like one of my favorite palettes by MAC, and I do it dry or wet. I'll link this specific one down below. And then I got this little, it's the same one. Oh no, it's Laguna. And it is a bronzer. It's really good, but I use it as an eyeshadow. Little tip. If you don't have any eyeshadows and want to start wearing more eyeshadows, try your bronzers. They do great. And then this one is like a classic for me. It's by MAC. I've been buying it for years. It's the Brulee, and it's just a light. If you want an eyeshadow, but you don't want to look like you're wearing a ton of eyeshadow like I am today, that's what this top is. And in the inner eye. And then these sticks by e.l.f. are really awesome. They tend to break a little bit though, but they're just like these crayon sticks, and they're bomb. Like I usually will put them in like right here, and they just brighten up your eye a little bit. And you can do it like here, under here, however you want to do it, like a shadow. They come in a ton of different colors. I have Champagne Crystal, Rose Quartz, and Perfect Pearl. Love them. And then let's talk about mascaras. Let's do mascaras first. Okay, so I have ones that I really like, and I see that I didn't keep the one that's my favorite. Okay, so there's the Dior Show. I've been wearing Dior Show forever. This is not my favorite one, but I do really like it, and it's the iconic over curl. It is really good. That's what I've been wearing, even with not wearing lashes. I feel naked, but it does add a lot. And then this one there was a while there that we were having a hard time finding these. So then I tried the milk one, the Kush mascara. This was okay. This just was really clumpy in the beginning. So it took me a second to kind of like get the excess off. But the brush, you guys, you can see that goopy still on there. There's still, I think, a little bit on here, but I think it was over it. But the brush is everything. Like, I like a thick old school brush like that. It's very good. And then, like I said, I'll link my favorite one down below, but this is just the one I've been using right now. Okay, and then eyeshadows, or eyebrows. So I've tried a million different eyebrows. So first, I think I started with this one. It's got a little spoolie. I think these two are by Benefits, and then this one's by e.l.f. We'll talk about this one in a second. Okay, this one I liked because of the angle. So this is where I started, and there is nothing left. But what is you just kind of go through here, and then brush fill it in, okay? And then to smooth it all out, go here. Easy, started, love it. This one is really good. So if you need to fine tune and you want to add little like hair licking pieces, again with the spoolie in the end, love it. And then there's this one by e.l.f. that I really, really like. Oh no, is there this one? No. Oh, this one, okay. So then I tried this one, and it's kind of like a microblading one. I really like this one too, but I just go through it too fast. And so I like to store it like a marker, like ink down, because then I feel like the liquid comes down and I can get more out of it. But I do really like this, but it gets expensive because I go through it so fast. And I don't think I should. I think I should maybe just try and use it like through here and not use it throughout my whole eyebrow. I don't know, maybe I'll order it again. I really liked it. It just, like I said, I was going through too fast. And then the e.l.f. Let's talk about the e.l.f. So now that my hair is darker, I need to get a little darker shade, but this is the blonde. Be prepared. But I liked it because of the fact that it was, I don't know, darker, but it was, I mean, it's like $3. And it comes at a rounded edge, but, well, you can't really see. But I have it, I kind of go like this on my hand or on a piece of paper to get that angle. And it's the same kind of thing. It has a spoolie on here. I will say the packaging obviously isn't as nice because this cap wants to come off all the time. But for $3, like, I totally dig it. And it comes in a bunch of different colors, and it is buildable. So I will say my eyebrows are very sparse. I know you guys never believe that when I say that. I show you guys on Instagram all the time because you're always like, Jeannie, you have such full eyebrows. No, I cover it up. But I really like these, and for $3, they're kind of my favorites. I don't know. I like them. Okay, so let's talk about eyebrows and like the brow setter. Okay, so I use this one, but for some reason, sometimes if just a little bit gets outside, like the spoolie or whatever, which I always clean off the edge here, it sticks on there, which then, like, I sometimes have to have my husband try and help me open it because I don't know, it gets sticky closed. But what you do is kind of go through here. But also, I've talked about this all the time. When I wear my hair up, like I have like these little hairs. So then what I do is I will take this and I will brush it up. You can't see it or anything, but it just makes it so it's, I don't know, got like a cleaner look to it. I don't know. It's very, very, very good. But now I have tried this one by e.l.f. and I like it even better. So this one I'll use on the sides. This one I'm not using anywhere else besides my eyebrows. But it's got like a cute little brush on here, which I like more of a little spoolie brush. And it's got these little fibers. So it kind of looks a little bit more real, and it sets it, but with a color. Where this, it doesn't leave it crunchy, but it's clear. And it's not like hair gel. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a starchy something, but it dries on clear and it's fine. But I like it for this price point and everything, and this little color tint to it. I don't know. I really, really, really like it. I could never find the colors on here. Oh wait, right here. Natural brown. So this one I go more with the browns. This one, you don't have to go as light, but this I'm also not using as much. But yeah, I really like it. Again, super inexpensive. You can find it at the drugstores. I think the word is getting out that it's really good. So it's harder to get. I will say I tried this one by NYX. Ugh. So you can see, like, I've been saving this for this video, and I'm never using this again. It's like a pomade. So if you like stuff that's not so stiff and you want it still movable, This is like a pomade, but for your eyebrows. Does that make sense? But it's like, ugh. No, I did not like this at all. Bye. I will say though, like I love NYX. That was not my love language. It did not fill my cup. I threw my cup away. Okay, and then setting sprays, and then that's it. So setting sprays, I tried it a couple different things. I had this one forever, and I don't know. I let it sit, and then I just don't think it was as good, so then I just threw it away. It's by Kula. It had a strong alcohol scent to it, which was not my fan. Like, it had a little, like, shaker thing in there. It was very good. It had a 30 SPF in there, so I think that was really good. It's organic, or it contains 70% organic ingredients. I don't know. It was very good. I will say the product that was really good. The scent just wasn't my favorite. And then I tried this one by Sephora because I do like the Sephora brand stuff. It was okay. I still feel like makeup transferred if I like rubbed on something white or something like that. It still did kind of hit, so that wasn't the greatest. But then you talk to the girls at Sephora because they know what's up and they know the good stuff. So they recommended this Urban Decay All-Nighter. Game changer. Because sometimes when I'm doing like my blush and stuff like that, it's like I have like a wet spot still. Or like, I don't know, like I just won't blend it quite right. So then it'll leave like a little dark spot. I spray this all over and it's magically just like melts everything together. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's great. And the packaging is really nice. It's kind of grippy for my silky fingers, but then it's double lidded. Why don't more places do this? Why don't more companies do this? I don't know. It's fun. Urban Decay is not like my jam. Like, I don't really use a lot of their stuff. Is Urban Decay, do they own? Oh no, it's just, yeah, Urban Decay. Do they own other stuff? Do they own Benefits or something like that? I feel like they own something else. I don't remember. I think I'm all over the place today. But yeah, this is my number one. This is, if you want to try and get a good setting spray, this is my favorite. I still do get a little bit of transfer, but worth it because it just blends everything so nice. All right, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I'm not like a big like makeup junkie person, but I wanted to show you just kind of the things that I've been using that I've been really liking. And you guys know I'm always good for a high and low end. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already done so and you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.